Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Batman.
You nearly killed a man tonight.
Telltale Games.
Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
Look, I did
what you had to. But at what cost? We both know how this argument goes. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Sometimes this job requires hard decisions.
You're the right man to make them. In fact, I think you're the only one who can. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither will I.
It's been decrypted. Let's find out what this very important drive has got in there.
Into the fray again.
What it's hiding. What they wanted with it. Here we go. Back computer.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering? Falcone's been involved in everything. And it goes back years.
I think they're
This
working
is an
together.
Insurance policy. Hill could expose Falcone if he didn't play along.
That would explain why he's never made a move against him.
Sure as hell better than any bodyguard.
So Falcone was trying to get that back from Hill.
This is it, Alfred.
So
With this proof, we can
couldn't be
finally
blackmailed
knock out
anymore.
Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Oh, that's a tough decision. Oh my gosh. Do we give it to the man that's kind of like the police chief, the head of police, and he can take them down from a criminal perspective, or do we give it to Vicky, who's interested in the true story and can really get matters out? I almost feel like ultimately it's important to have it in the hands of police, but doesn't Vicky get it out to everybody, including the police? I'm gonna go with Vicky.
Vicky showed faith in me. She cares about the truth. She'll get the story out the way it needs to be told.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on two fronts tonight.
I'm glad you,
Through the media and Batman.
By any means necessary. Whatever
I'm glad you
Falcone
liked my
is
decision,
planning,
though.
It ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
All right, boys. Sounds like we are getting to the finale of episode 1 here. This is getting pretty intense. We are going to be taking down a huge crime mob boss. Hopefully giving the information to Vicky is going to help clear our name.
This is big.
And we can take him down.
You drop a bomb like this, there's gonna be fallout.
That not even Falcone can survive.
Why give it to me then? You don't know how much I appreciate it, but you're Wayne. You could have given it to anyone.
I need an ally in the press.
After handing me something like this, I'd say you got one for life. Falcone's slippery, but this is enough to hang him out to dry. What this could do for the city, my career, I'm just wondering what the cost is gonna be.
It'll be worth it.
I don't know, Bruce. Falcone doesn't like bad press. If I run this story, I put a price on my head. The next time my name appears in the media, God, it might be an obituary.
That's a good point.
Falcone has a way of handling reporters he doesn't like.
I'll protect you, I promise.
Chivalrous, but unnecessary. You're not Batman. I always think crime in the city, it's a hydra. You cut off one criminal's head.
3 more appear in its place. I know.
Unless we kill the beast once and for all. But who's even capable of that? If we don't act fast, that void will be filled by someone far worse. Wouldn't be the first time.
Batman's a symbol of hope, and that is better than any army.
If Gotham can rally around him, right now he's just a monster of the week. It's a good thing you gave this to me instead of the police. Could end up buried in some evidence locker and not on every screen in Gotham where it belongs.
We may have made the right decision, guys.
That's what brings down men like Falcone, not a bullet.
Though after my story runs, he might get that too. I'll be seeing you, Bruce.
I don't understand why we couldn't do both, though. Couldn't we just make duplicates and give it to the press and the
It's
police?
done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drones located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club.
We've heard of that before.
Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
It is the Batmobile. No way. I love it so much. All right. Well, it's time to take him down once and for all. The Skyline Club. Let's do it.
The drone's cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone. Good point of entry.
Okay. Got patrons.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Only one of them is organized.
Ooh, you're cute.
So, you alone?
Not anymore, I'm not.
Oh, wow. I can't believe that worked. All right. What's up here? More patrons?
Wait, in lockup. Again? Christ, Kimmy. What did they pinch him for now? Some hit down at the docks. Nikki? No. I didn't think he was a hatchet man. You and me both. Well, does he got an alibi? Honey, I'm always his alibi.
Mob girlfriends. What's this?
You make your round?
Yeah, no broken bones. Still healing from the last time, I bet. All it took was a couple of C notes this time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, my ass. I know you burned powder tonight. The whole city can smell it.
Nothing here.
Rose sigil?
The white rose. Falcone's symbol.
A
There you
red
go.
rose after tonight.
Haha, paint it red, baby. There's an office up here.
That's the most heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be where he
Falcone's
is.
hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards. Stealth not an option. I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by.
Okay, mobster. Guess we're just gonna examine everybody.
Couple of options for taking this guy down.
Link thugs to objects in the environment to plan your takedowns. Seated gunman, talking to woman on the sofa, distracted and unprepared for action. We're gonna throw the coffee table at him? Okay. We're gonna throw him into the coffee table. More like it. What about this guy here? We don't have an option for him, unfortunately. Entryway gunman into the marble pillar. Takes care of 2. We've got the guy that's outside. We throw him off the railing. Yeah. Of course. Isolated from guests inside, he's taken by surprise. Boom. I think we need to get this last one. There we go. Now, it'll let me select him from over here.
Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
To the modern art. How am I going to manage that? Oh, I'm going to pick it up and throw it at him. Alright, well, that covers all our bases.
Have you formulated your plan of attack?
I'm going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
Sorry for this, bro. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Let's go, dude. Oh man, that one was brutal. Why are you taking the stairs, Bruce? You have a grappling hook. Alright, could not have predicted these. We're okay though. Night night, boys. Ooh, look at this big old goon.
Goddamn circus freak! Show yourself! You got no goddamn right to be here! I won! The hell?
He's gonna pull him down. Got him! Shoot.
How about this one? You can't sneak up on me.
EMP armed.
Goodbye to all your electronics, bud.
Yeah. You think that's gonna work? I'm gonna light up this. Get your goddamn hands off of my suit! You know who my
I think we're going to the fire.
lawyers are. I'm a respectable.
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this
You
now.
got a lot to learn, kid.
Shit. How does he have that?
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
Well, that was pretty cool. I wish my DJI Phantom could shoot missiles. That'd be nice.
Oh!
Spare yourself the pain, old man.
Yeah, I've been through worse. I'll kill you right after a hot dog.
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks about this whole thing. And it is a dead bat.
The news
Still
chopper
wanna play
again.
games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right?
Shoot.
But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a show. I'll be walking free by tomorrow morning.
Arrest
Gotham.
or brutalize? Gotta save face.
Oh, wait. Christ almighty.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You wanna save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
Well, that was a nice little twist. Holy cow, room with the view, new trophy. What in the world, dude? And why are the cops still trying to shoot us?
Reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a high-rise mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years. But after this dramatic arrest and a stunning expose by Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, Falcone's going away for a long, long time. And speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings, this brings me to the story everyone is talking about: the Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises Tower was a reassuring sight. you knew that there was something pure at the heart of Gotham. That this city, for all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here in the company of gangsters, may be just as crooked as his parents. In his defense, Wayne fired back saying,
This story about my family is exactly that. A story. It's a work of fiction all the way through.
In a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth. But the prominent feeling throughout Gotham is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built. I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die. If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
I've got a feeling that's where they're gonna end. Oh man, why do you gotta leave us there? What the heck was? Oh my gosh. Refresh to download the latest choices. All right, let's refresh our stats. I want to see where we match up with other people. All right, did you stick up for Harvey in front of Falcone? You and 39.7 of players shut Harvey out of the private meeting with Falcone. Interesting. Maybe should have. I kind of question that one. You provide a quote for Vicky's story. Control the emerging Wayne story and provided Vicky with a quote. Wow, 92.7. That's one of the biggest differences that I've seen in any of these Telltale games. So that was a shoo-in. That was an easy one. Did you break the dock shooter's arm? You and 49.3% of players brutally broke the dock shooter's arm, ensuring that he'd never hold a gun straight again. Maybe that will come up to be a good thing in the future, but that was pretty much 50-50. I'm glad there are plenty of other people who are just as bad as me. Who'd you give the Falcone data to? You and 31.2% of players gave it to Vicky Vale instead of Gordon the CPD. I'm surprised by that. That was a calculated move, because if the press has it, so is the PD. If the PD got it, that doesn't necessarily mean the press is going to get it. So I feel like citizen, kind of like perception is just as important. So I stand behind that decision 100%. How did Batman deal with Falcone at the end? Showed restraint and handed Falcone over to the police safe and sound. How bad would it have been if on live TV we would have just straight up, like, brutally murdered him? All right, boom, there it is. Next time on Batman, let's see what we've got.
when your parents died, they left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them. Your parents were good people, Bruce, no matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
That scoop you brought me on Falcone helped me more than you could possibly know. I owe you one.
I'm sure Falcone's taken harder beatings in the past. Hopefully, this one knocks something useful out of him.
Hell of a view.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham. I have to distance myself. I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
All right. Here you guys have it. I've already got the season pass, so I don't need that. I'm looking forward to our next episode that comes out. This was really, really good. I love Telltale games, You guys obviously do too, and I can't wait to check it out when the next one releases. One thing I do want to say that I didn't even realize is we didn't play the last episode of The Walking Dead Michonne, which is another Telltale series that we were doing. We're like 8 episodes deep at this point. We have the last like section to do, so we are definitely going to be doing that next. You guys should see that starting up here pretty soon. But I mean, as soon as episode 2 for Batman comes out, we are going to be hitting it hard because this was really, really good. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.